And maybe it will and maybe it won't. I don't know. But that's my intention. And so every day I get up. If you want to grow tomatoes, you got to plant tomato seeds. You know, if you're planting cucumber seeds and wanting to grow tomatoes, not going to work. So, if you want a peaceful mind and a happy, joyful life, then you have to understand very clearly that that is a direct correlation to your state of mind. And that you need to develop a practice and understand what that practice is. And practice a little bit every day. It doesn't have to be a big, arduous task. You don't have to come here with your head shaved and, robes and, saying, "Oh, Tom, I'm so holy," It's none of that. Keep it really simple. And there is even a 10-minute meditation on the YouTube channel that you can start doing. It's from the beginning of one of these satsangs. I'm going to be doing much more of that kind of stuff, so you have the tools. But just start every day. Meditate for 10 minutes a day. I'm not asking you to climb Mount Rushmore, Mount Everest. Does anybody climb Mount Rushmore? And then what will, you will start to see that something starts to feel a little different. You will start to feel the tethers start to break loose from your identification with mind. And this is the difficulty. I've been, putting some memes out and things about this, is that, look, you have to understand that where the magic happens is in your practice. I want you to be clear about what you're practicing and why you're practicing. But that's where it happens. Every day, you have to get comfortable sitting in meditation. For most people, meditation can be very uncomfortable. To sit there still and, their thoughts are coming at them like a, rapid fire, and, meditation can be very difficult for some people, for most people. But as you do it more and more, you become a more skilled practitioner. The only difference between you and me, maybe some of you, is that I am a skilled practitioner. I have practiced incessantly for many, many years. And my practice has evolved. My practice has got sharper. It's gotten better. I can slip right out of my mind almost any time that I want. Almost any time. And I'm extraordinarily present. And you must feel it. When you're here, when you're around me, do I feel present to you? Does it feel good to you? And I don't just show up, you know what I mean? I prepare myself during the day for this satsang. Exercise, eating right, juicing, plenty of water. I take Neurostack for my brain and some coconut oil, something like that, or fish oil. And I'm creating this, where I can be here and really be here with you. Because this is way past my bedtime. And this is what presence feels like. You'll notice when you're around a present person, you get more present. That's one of the magics of just being here, sitting in that chair in satsang, just being in this energy. And then, see, why that's important is because the more that you're present, the more you're going to get used to being present. The more that you're really going to, it's going to be normal for you. It's normal for me right now. What used to be normal for me, Susan, was being worried, upset. I mean, I'm an Italian guy from New Jersey. Do you know that show Jersey Shore? Well, I used to be that guy. I used to hang out in Jenks and all those places, and that show was not far off from reality, I'm going to tell you. And, I know anger, and I've been punched in the face, drunk, because it wouldn't have happened sober. And I stepped out of that into presence. And I live my life one day at a time, one moment at a time. How can I make today a good day? Today is the only day that I care about. I put a little away for the future. If there are things that I'm wanting to manifest, if I'm wanting to grow tomatoes, I'm planting tomato seeds today. But I am not distracted by it. I am just here in the moment with you, and it's so wonderful. And you're just happy and giddy like a little kid for no reason. That's presence. And so being in the presence of satsang, very, very helpful to help you get used to what that feels like. Because right now, what you know is my mind's going a million miles an hour. I think about everything incessantly. I lay down to go to sleep. I'm still thinking. I wake up thinking. And it's just like this carnival going on in my head 24/7. And so when you step away from that carnival, you can become a little bit identified with that carnival. You can become identified with the circus that's going on in your head. And then when it starts to ebb, you start to feel a little uncomfortable because you don't know who you are without your stories and your garbage in your mind. You've got to get used to it. You've got to get used to being present. It's not something, it almost feels like you got your shoes on the wrong feet at first. But after a while, what used to be normal now feels very not normal, and what used to not be normal now for me is very normal. Very, very normal. If you would have met me when I was 20, you would have been like, this guy's not going to be sitting up in that chair. I was so lost. But it was the process of finding myself that really made me wise.
It's